Toronto offers so much, whether you're into the sports, you're into the shopping, you're into the outdoors. It's a great city, but it is very costly.
Years ago, I was in Toronto, but because of prices for apartments, they've gone up almost 100% from what I paid before.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place to live,
Yes,
but
it
it's
is.
just very expensive. It's hard to afford, right?
Yes.
If you want to live in a city like Toronto, you have to be disciplined. And that's what I got from David Sklar Associates, discipline.
So what brought you to David Sklar Associates?
Okay, so I had a lot of debt from when I was with my ex-husband, and there was no way I could pay it by myself, any of it. I had to try and work with 3 daughters. I couldn't be home with them like I was before. It just wasn't easy. Next thing you know, every month your rent is due, and you need to have food and school supplies, and the list just keeps going, especially with girls.
So you were put in a situation that really you weren't in before.
Right.
One paycheck, you're on your own, you have 3 children to support. There was just too much day-to-day living expenses that you couldn't keep up with.
Exactly. Went to banks. I
think
tried
we've all that
many
way.
things,
Yeah.
personal, family, you name it. I couldn't afford to live anymore.
When you're putting that position, where do you go?
I actually went to payday loan places, and at one point I had 5 of them on the go.
You had a bunch at a time?
I had 5 going at one time.
At one time.
Because I had to borrow from a different place to pay the other loan off.
And they gave it
and
to
then
you
borrow
from-
from yeah. And every 2 weeks you have to pay your loan back plus $30 every 100 you borrow. So I was constantly paying that and re-borrowing, paying and re-borrowing. I did that for about 4 months.
What happened with me was exactly the same. I found myself in a situation where I'm losing $300 a paycheck to interest.
Yeah.
And it's one of the worst cycles anyone can get caught up in. And they even make it so accessible that you can do it online. And
Yes.
they deposit the money straight into your bank
did
account.
apply.
So you didn't even have to feel embarrassed
They
because
put
nobody
money
even
right into my
sees
bank
you.
account.
And payday loans have such a high interest rate, you never get out of them, and it just causes you even more problems. Believe you me,
I
if
mean,
they
it's
say
just scary,
something
too.
sounds too good to be true, it
It
really is.
really
Yeah.
is.
So at what point made you decide, like, that's it, this is enough, I can't take it anymore, I need help?
It was not going to end, and my debt would have just kept going. I had a friend that referred me. They said that David Sklar Associates, they were excellent. When I went in and spoke to them, they made me feel comfortable. They didn't make me feel down on myself, anything like that. They were letting me know it's okay.
They don't look at you as if you've done something wrong. It's
They're
like,
there to help.
this has
Absolutely.
happened.
Yep.
We've got a game plan for you. Work with us, and you're going to come out on the other side.
After my appointment, I felt a huge weight lifted off my
Absolutely.
chest. I felt extremely much better.
Bad things happen to good people, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's the
All
reality
the
of it.
time.
And then all of a sudden we're put into a situation where we can't recover on our own. So what do? You keep going down that slippery slope?
Yeah.
Or you go and reach out and say, I need help?
Everybody needs help at some point in their life, right? And I'm happy I asked for that help.
Oh, I'm so glad I made that phone call. With the right people and the continuing support, it can be done.
It's a lifelong association you have with them.
And you're always on a first name basis with the people.
And
They are
the
family.
skills are-
It's unbelievable.
I remember being told today is
Yes.
the beginning of the rest of your life. And it really, really was.
So since going to David Sklar Associates, I'm learning to look at the price of things, like just buying a coffee a day, how it adds up.
The simplest thing, right?
Yeah.
A cup of coffee,
Absolutely.
no harm.
$5 here, $5 there, it can add up to like $50 a month or anything like that.
Yes.
Looking back now, having been with David Sklar Associates, and having been taught the correct way to handle money, the correct way to access money, the correct way to spend money, my suggestion to anybody is stay away from payday loans.
Definitely.
Stay
for sure.
away.